Now, I did want to bring something else up to you. The SD Dumas thing. He mentioned you guys in the interview. So this is why I've also been wanting to have you on because I want to ask you about it. Like, did he have some type of, and I could play you the clip, it's nothing really personal by any means, but he was just telling me how he liked training at Fusion, but he had a lot of stuff going on in his life, and so he flaked on the gym a couple times. And then so he kind of felt like he burned a bridge with some of the guys there and then wasn't really able to come back, so to speak. Not wasn't able to come back, but just wanted to save face from bailing, right? And so now he's kind of in the situation where he doesn't have like a really good gym. He's got a gym, the one that he came up in, but he doesn't have a gym where he can source other pro fighters. You feel me? So I'm asking you, like, is he cool to go back to the gym and all that shit? Like, if he's got his situation dialed or anything you could say about that situation?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got to surround myself around different people, but I'm not saying this to make nobody feel, oh my gosh, he always looking for an excuse. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, I've still been searching for a gym. Not only because my coach has cancer. You know what I mean? Like, I have a good gym in Pensacola, Witness MMA. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's like I'm in the big leagues now. I can still have my home gym, but I also need a gym that I know they also push me. Like the boys down in Fusion, they push me hard every time I get there. You know what I mean? I had, a lot of like ups and downs that like made me not be able to like travel a lot. Is it just dealing with like, I hate to say it, I'm not that type of person just to like put my business out. But since everybody want to know this, that, and this, like for the last camp, I was homeless, bro. I still never found a house. I was staying in hotels. I was staying at people houses. You know what I'm saying? So like everything was so like how can you say like you know how it is like if you staying at a person's house, automatically they just tell you get out. You know what I'm saying? There was no like control. There was no like comfortability. Like when it was comfortable, anything can happen. So I was dealing with that, plus trying to get ready for a huge fight in my career. Um, so like I had to backtrack on a lot of things, which I said I wasn't gonna do, but I had to do what I had to do, man. As a man, I I had to, sit in that pot what it feels to be homeless, sleeping in your car, even though you're at the top of the stage. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know when I fought back in August of last year, I still never recovered. My house burned down. You know what I'm saying? I told everybody about my coach Adam, about having this cancer, and I lost somebody that was very big in my life that taught me a lot of ropes, taught me a lot of stuff, and that's my grandpa. When he was passed away and was passing away, I knew it was coming, but like it didn't hit me until like a month or two later when I knew something wasn't right. I still wasn't fully training. I still wasn't fully like mentally there. I was telling people I was there, you know what I'm saying? But losing that man, bro, like it took a lot out of me. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know how to feel about it because this would be the first time I felt like, like of course, I lost homies and shit, gun violence, stuff like that. But they actually truly like, I lost my cousin to cancer. My one of the cousins I even call like a big brother and shit to him. I lost him to cancer and like I got over that. You know what I'm saying? I got over it, but like my pops, man, I call him pops for a reason, He was that father figure. He made sure certain things was like going on the right track. Like when I won my fight in Abu Dhabi, like, like he was telling me, hey son, you the first out of our family to ever make it to the big stage. And, I'm proud of you, win, lose, or draw. My family tell me that, but hearing it from him because he was born in Alabama back when like slavery was kind of getting out of the way and shit. You know what I mean? But like he showed me different type of aspects of like how to be in life, how to be towards people, how to actually treat certain situations, and like when I didn't have that mentor anymore, because everybody needs a mentor. How like Buckley was saying, everybody needs a mentor. Yeah. Like that man was my mentor. Like when I actually started sitting down, actually getting stuff right, you know what I mean? Actually like listening, he was taken away from me. You know what I'm saying? And like, it kind of put me in a spiral of being like out of control. And when people like see this, hear this, I don't care how people take it. You know, I went in there and tried to fight a fight. You know, people say, "Oh man, you know, look as you know you used to look and all that." You know, like I tell people, it's not even about that. You know what I mean? Like it's about me and that man getting in front of each other, banging it out. You feel me? And I just couldn't pull the trigger because of staying with people, being homeless, getting hotel rooms. You know, I actually felt that. You feel me? Because I had my house burned down. You know what I mean? And like I wanted to go down south and get training in with the boys at Fusion. And you know, every time I had a reason to go, it seemed like something magically happened, which turned into an excuse. And then, you know, in a couple people's eyes, once you say, all right, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. After that, a lot of people are like, bro, I know you ain't come. You know what I mean? You know, like, you know, stuff like that. So like I kind of built that little burden with certain people, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, to each his own, you know, if they hear this podcast and hear it out, you know, that'll be the real reason why.
SD has never not been allowed at the gym. SD, biggest problem is SD. What changed my life was accountability. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect any different results. I'll look SD in the face and say this to him. I love him like a little brother, but you're in an environment that's just conducive to failure. Whether that be your baby mom, I don't know the specifics. Whatever it is, these people that are trying to tarnish who you are, trying to ruin what you have one opportunity here, and it's just an opportunity. There's no 401k, there's no health plan. It seems like it lasts forever while you're here, but it doesn't. So he has to make a decision to pick up the pieces and do the right thing, right? Uh, I want to see him succeed. I want to see him do well, but he has to want to do those things. Jacob, since October 15th, 2011, I haven't missed a week of training. I've broken a hand. I fight Saturday. I'm in the gym Monday. This is not a flex. This is a lifestyle. You do not know anyone. You personally don't know anyone that trains more than me. I train twice a day, every day. I fought Saturday. I'm in the gym Monday. So for me, I don't empathize with laziness, with people that don't hold themselves accountable. I'm sorry. It it ain't for me. As a man, the number one thing I feel is accountability. You stand on what you say, you do what you say you're gonna do, you make your bed, you lie in it. SD, he can change SD's situation if he wants to. He knows he can train a Fusion anytime he wants. Beating up fucking whoever he's beating up over there is not going to last at a high level. He's welcome at our gym. We want him at our gym. We want to see him do well. He knows he has my number. He knows he has access to me and my resources. So
You're good.
he can he can he can come train whenever he wants, man. He has my number. He knows we want to see him win. He has my coach in his corner. Dominique Simmons. That's my coach. He taught me how to kick. That's my first coach since 2011. So we want to see him do well. And I think he will do well, but he has to make a decision and leave whatever is going on over there, the people that are trying to hold him back, and do better.
Yeah. And honestly, I want to see him come train at the gym too. That's why I've been bringing it up because I see him already getting fight offers and stuff. And it's like, I just want to at least know that he's having some good training, you know, before he steps in the cage again. Cause he's told me before, like, he's fought off 2 weeks, you know, 2 weeks removed from being in jail in the past, the Nursultan fight. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like I want him to at least have a good situation going, but I can only wish for him. You know what I mean? He's got to do it.
Yeah,
But he was also telling me that this is part of his situation. He's like his house burned down and shit like that. So he was living out of hotels and stuff. So I don't know how he can come down to your area and train with his living
Jacob,
situation.
no one gives a fuck, man. I'm sorry. Woe is me. My mom is fucking dying from cancer. You haven't sent me no money. You don't care.
I
SD
get it.
hasn't
I
sent
get
my
it.
mom
Yeah.
no money.
Yeah.
No one cares. No one's paying for my mom's chemo out of their pocket. No one gives a fuck.
No, I
You
get it. I
understand?
get it. 100%.
Figure it out, nigga.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No one gives a fuck.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love you, bro. No one
Yeah, I know.
cares.
I get it. I get it.
No one's coming to save you, my dog. Do it.
It's life. We all get kind of dealt a
Love.
shitty hand, and you gotta make the most.
Love, man. It's all love. I want to see you do well, but no one gives a fuck.
Okay. But he's welcome at Fusion. So if
Duh,
SD
of course
sees
he's
this,
welcome.
pull up to
Absolutely, he's welcome.
Fusion, figure it
Pull
out,
up.
get the resources to come there, and come train with
And
the
we
guys.
here, bro. He know
Okay.
that. He know
Alright.
damn well ain't nobody. Come on, that's comical. Stop that.
Yeah. Well, I'll even send you the timestamp when we're done with this so you can watch
Please.
it. He was saying, like, he's like, this is a kind of a message to the guys at Fusion. This is why I don't train there anymore. So he was explaining it to me. That's why I'm bringing it up to you now.